Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. Welcome back to the No Prior Knowledge Podcast, the show where we're all naturally curious. Today's topic live streaming. I'm your host, Mr. Adam,
Yeah.
aka Adam, and I'm joined today by my co host, Vice, aka Alex.
AK Alex. Live streaming, yay. That's
Live
a
streaming.
that's a fun topic. That's a really
Yep.
fun topic. Uh
Honestly, especially since we're both kind of, well, yeah, basically, we're both live streamers, technically.
Live streamers, yeah, we're both streamers right now at the moment. Just cause it's a good pastime. And honestly it
Honestly,
is.
yeah, I was about to say, honestly, it is. It's fun just to play games, relax with chat a little bit, just having some good quality time.
Yeah, honestly. It's one of those it's pretty fun and then it's even fun or funner's not a word, right? It's even funner whenever your chat's really active. Uh it's just like a lot of interaction, and I guess right now during the pandemic streaming in general, like, or I guess if we're are we post pandemic?
Technically, we would be just because things are now starting to open up.
I haven't kept up with that news. Anyways, since we're like in the pandemic, quote unquotes, you still don't get a lot of social interaction with people. At least personally I try to avoid social interaction, um because I'm scared to get sick still. And through streaming, I mean, that's also a good thing, and that's kind of fun. It's just a little fun thing to do, depending on how you take it, right?
Oh yeah, especially. I'm kind of the opposite. I still don't like social interaction, regardless. I try to avoid
Facts.
it, so I just I'd rather just like people in my close friend group. That's it. Like if I know you and I see you out in public, hell, fucking yeah,
Yeah,
I'm about to
I ain't
touch you.
trying to talk to some random Bertha out in the streets,
Random Bertha, random Karen out in the streets,
random
in her natural
Karens.
habitat.
That's where they live. They live at Walmart.
They live at your local Walmart. They live at your local bakery, your favorite bodega. That's some things that you hate to see.
Your favorite bodega. Yeah, fuck. I just social interaction is just a big X for me too. I just don't do it unless I have to.
Unless I have
We're,
to, or one of the boys invite you out, and it's like, fuck it. Sometime with the boys, let's go.
Honestly, that's like the only times I go out is whenever the guys do something. At this point, that and
Oh,
whenever I'm forced to go out to get groceries and stuff like that.
no, no, yeah, especially. So this kind of ties into the first kind of, I guess, question slash experience, however you want to go ahead and quote it. What do you think would be a better, I guess, like personality wise for streaming? Do you think as an introvert you would stream better because you're talking to yourself, or would you think an extrovert, somebody like Tim the Tatman being loud as fuck,
Oh,
would
that's a good
be like
question.
would be like a, well, I guess the experience with streaming?
Yeah. That's a really good question. Actually, I didn't think of that. Um,
What a cutaway.
yeah, it's really good. Honestly, it because it could go halfway. So streaming, like, it's a 50-50 because the kind of audience you want is the kind of audience you're gonna get, right? So if you have an introverted self, honestly, now in my head, like the cogs are turning. I think an extrovert would do better streaming, right? In general, because extroverts are already used to talking a lot. They're already used to getting themselves out there, and that's a lot. So they're a lot easier with words. Uh, and that kind of translates to streaming because when you're streaming, you always got to be talking, right? You always got to be doing something. And if you struggle doing that, then naturally you're gonna struggle streaming, and it's gonna be naturally not fun. Uh, right. However, on the opposite side of the spectrum, even though I do think extroverts naturally would do better, I just said naturally like 3 times. Anyways, extroverts would do better. I do think introverts have like their special kind of thing to them, right? Where like, for example, an introvert plays a story game, right? So that introvert would have a lot of commentary towards the game itself and less towards the people, and some people might be interested in that. Uh, but also, it just depends what your definition of an introvert is, right?
Oh
Because
yeah,
yeah, because naturally, an introvert is like someone who just stays to himself, kind of thing, right? Not necessarily stays inside and like just doesn't see the light of day, but someone that keeps to himself, right? That's what an introvert is, I think, right?
yeah. Somebody who would keep to themselves just a little bit more. They're more reserved to themselves as well.
Right, and the cool thing about streaming is that you don't have to reveal who you are, like as a person, right? Because you're technically the streamer and the brand. So it really just depends what you like, how you go about commentating your own streams. Because I think an introvert can do what an extrovert can do, but an extrovert can do it better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, technically, because as an extrovert, yeah, as you mentioned earlier, most of them already know like how to talk and how to like be, I guess, engaging. Whereas an introvert like myself would just have trouble sometimes, picking up a topic, keeping the conversation going, and just overall contribute to the conversation.
Right.
So definitely with introverts, I was going to say the opposite, that introverts would have a little bit more of the upper hand just because you get to see a little bit more of their personality. And I know a little bit more, I guess, depending on what you're looking for, of course, a little bit of a personality can go a long way into building that audience, so to speak.
Right, right. But it's not like an extrovert is like hiding their personality, you know what I mean?
That is true. With an extrovert, you already know their personality. You're going to see them as well, if they're loud, you're gonna see them as like a loud person. If they're very talkative, you see them as very talkative.
Right, exactly. It just like I said, like I had said for my response, it's literally a 50-50. Uh cuz honestly an introvert can be pretty extroverted, pretty talkative on stream. I've seen it so many times already from streamers.
And an
Uh
extrovert can't. They can't be quiet for 1 second.
yeah, an extrovert cannot be quiet for a single second. But well, no, yeah, they can't. They struggle. I think like Tim. I don't know if you've watched Tim.
Yeah, like
He's
I've watched Tim for quite a bit sometimes. If honestly, if none of my other favorite creators are on, I'll probably put on some Timmy Tenders or some Docky D,
is Doc
whoever's
still
playing
streaming?
Warzone. Doc is still streaming. He is on YouTube though,
Right.
because he got banned on Twitch. Because I already know, I don't know the reason, of course, but I know it's already technically been a full year since Doc got banned on Twitch
Right.
for
I
reasons
had
the
for
world may never know.
I had forgotten that he was banned. I had forgotten that he was a streamer, kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah, cause sometimes he'll pop up on my like YouTube newsfeed. It'll be like Warzone or some random. I'll get like random Doc clips. But yeah, I forgot he was a streamer.
Oh yeah, same. Usually I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube more often than Twitch, and I just see them there in my live feed on the left hand side, next to I think Courage. Courage is another live streamer of the YouTube
There's a
platform.
there's a live feed on YouTube. Excuse me.
Uh, Depending on your browser. Well, actually, no, it should be all the same. If you open up YouTube on your left hand side and you open up the three little bar section, you see all your like places that you're subscribed to.
Oh yeah.
More more times than not, the live channels are usually placed upon the top.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're the ones with like the red broadcast marker on there. Oh,
There you go.
I didn't know that actually. Huh.
hmm
More you know.
I think technically the only I think well only three creators that I do follow that would be on YouTube would technically be the Doc, of course, Courage, and Valkyrie.
I don't follow the dog. I follow Courage and Valkyrie, but that's it. Oh, and I
I thought
guess a lot of VTubers, right? But
I was about to say, isn't technically Gura
yeah,
on YouTube?
Gargura, Mori. Amelia. They're all on YouTube. I follow them. However, I don't watch their streams as much as I would like to, because they stream at odd times, really weird times. But yeah, I guess I do follow some streamers on YouTube. But for YouTube, I like to watch the clips afterwards, like the videos.
No, yeah, YouTube is will ever be solidified as a place where you could watch. You can upload a clip, watch it, and then just leave a comment if you're so inclined. Leave a like rating, all that jazz.
Yeah, I just
Which you hold on, which you can find right now on YouTube at no fire youtube.com/slash no mpk podcast,
uh,
where we technically already have 2 episodes up if you missed out already.
yeah, the first one where you get to know us a little bit and how we are, who we are. And the second one, you get to witness
First one,
two voice actors. We're not gonna talk about the first one though. That
yeah,
first one was
the first one, yeah, but the first one, voice acting.
yeah, the so episode one is up. The voice acting, that's a voice acting one. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Streaming. We're straying a little bit from the topic. Um what do you think, right? So you mentioned the extroverts and introverts, right? Majority, what do you think is the majority of top streamers consist of? Extroverts or introverts?
I'm gonna go off of my list that I have here. I was gonna say pull up a list of every person you're following on Twitch right now, just so we could compare and after.
Oh
Uh,
god.
yeah, just so we can. So first now, right now, I'm gonna do an overview, like just looking at the main. By the way, we're doing a basis off of Twitch. We're not doing as much as we mentioned YouTube. We're not doing both of them. We're just looking at Twitch as a whole because that one's technically the gaming platform. If you like to think about it, YouTube
Yeah.
has YouTube Gaming. That kind of stopped after a while, so we're just gonna be using Twitch as a reference point. Twitch, if you want to sponsor us, let us know. We'll do a live episode. Um, anyways, l- if I have to look at a whole, I'm thinking of like XQC, Tim the Tap Man. Who are other top creators? Like Lyric, I remember that dude. I remember I followed him for a while.
You
I didn't
see,
really watch him.
but is a streamer, like, think about it to like you get down with it, right? Is a streamer like XQC extroverted?
XQC, yeah, I know XQC would definitely be classified as an extrovert. The dude's kind of dumb sometimes, but he definitely knows what he's doing. And then I see other people like Shaikuno. He's definitely an introvert, but
Right.
a personality like him, he does well for himself. So it's definitely interesting to see like how two different people, two different personalities are able to broaden their audience.
Yeah, it is. I completely forgot about Saikuno. That guy's an extra introvert actually. Holy crap.
So yeah, so real quick, right now I'm looking into my personal list. So right now at the top of my list, of course, Queen Pokimane. I'm not going to disclose viewership, of course, but she's at the top of the list, right next to Summit 1G, and then after that, it's a sharp turn to Bob Ross. I haven't watched Bob Ross in a hot minute. He's just kind of like
Uh,
background Twitch.
yeah, he is. He's like that ASMR. Put that in the background Twitch.
Yeah, I'm sure. Why doesn't Bob Ross do ASMR, bro? He would be popping off right now.
Honestly.
But
Uh,
yeah, those are literally my top two right now. What about you? What have you
I
found
have
so far?
I have also as my top two. I have Pokey and this VTuber on second place with a quite good amount of views. Oh my god, I'm surprised they're on the top two. But
Oh, damn.
yeah, uh, and actually I have two VTubers on the top, and then followed by like Hungry Box and Munition, which are also really big streamers as of recently. Well, I think Anne Munition has been a big streamer forever.
Yeah, ammunition. I have her here as well. She's been killing it. Where her Tarkov gameplay is always interesting to see, and then of course, well, Pokemon's just hot name, hot topic in the community always, regardless. So
Oh yeah, she's considered one of the biggest female streamers out there. Valkyrie, I think, was crowned number one. Was she? No, Valkyrie. What was she got a award, didn't she?
at the Game Awards, yeah,
What award
she
was that?
was. I think it was biggest female or biggest content creator.
No, it wasn't female because I know like Nick Merckx was in that poll too.
Mm. So probably content creator.
Content creator of the year kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, so definitely one of the bigger. Both of them,
Holy,
Pokimane, Valkyrie.
holy cannoli. That's definitely interesting to see. But yeah, those are basically that's basically it that we can see from our list, of course, from our perspective. The topic I wanted to go ahead and jump into after this as well would be the influencing. How do these top streamers that you see, or top streamers, all the streamers that you see, how would they influence you?
So the
You
way
followed them for a reason. Yeah, sorry, real quick. You followed them for a reason, so I wanted to hear like the little bit of the. Okay, well, I enjoy this person a lot. How does it correlate to my streaming? Sorry to cut you off again.
no, it's all good. Uh, so it's kind of weird, right? I follow like Tim, Nick Merckx, all these content creators, right? Pokey. They're all like really big content creators, but I don't really take much inspiration from big content creators like that. Because the way I see it is those kind of content creators are meant for entertainment, at least for me personally, right? Which is what they do, they entertain. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't get any inspiration off that. What I get my inspiration from is semi small streamers, right? So streamers, and what I mean by small streamers is streamers with like 50 to 100 viewers, things like that. I especially right now since I'm just a small streamer, uh I look up to those guys, right? And I'm be like, "Oh, I want to be like that one day." Uh and then eventually my goals will kind of extend and go on and so forth. The what I do look up from these 50 to 100 streamers that I look at, average viewer streamers that I look at, is how they manage their chat and their stream. I think it's really interesting, um and I find a lot of inspiration in some of this. uh since I myself I'm a VTuber, I look at a lot of that, and so I find inspiration on models and how they interact with the chat. So like some VTubers would put a lot of like channel points and things like that. And the thing is with Twitch you get a variety of different personalities. So it's kind of hard to gain inspiration from a personality standpoint, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Um from just one streamer, right? Because you can be like, oh, I like how this streamer is. He's very aggressive with how he is, or he's very funny, or any personality you can mix up together. But that changes really quick. So the inspiration I get is based off of how they stream, like their layout and their interaction with Twitch chat. That's my response to that question. Uh
All right.
since you're not a VTuber, right? You stream with Facecam and you have your own brand. What is your answer to this question actually? You
Uh, So I'm in a little bit more of your similar boat, but I look into a little bit more mid-sized personnel. Mid-sized being would kind of be like if you look at Ammunition's number right now. One person that I do look up to and watch very frequently, Jericho as well. When I look at these streamers, I kind of take influence on their like demeanor, so to speak. When I look at the stream, I get to see how they interact with chat, of course, how they present themselves, and how they play games. Because the focus that I would like to have on the screen would be similar to them, would just be showcasing the gameplay, little light commentary here and there, but all around just being entertaining and making people laugh. That's what I kind of like strive for. When I look at these streams, I definitely enjoy, like that's why I'm like so glued to it. I'm watching and like enjoying myself, and like I just talking with others inside chat as well. Like sometimes I'll be watching the streamer, and other times something funny will be happening in chat, and it's like, oh hell yeah, these people are cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and interact with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically, I guess, my big key points from the question would be just a demeanor wise. I don't look at so much more gameplay, or sorry, not gameplay, so much style wise, because what's it called, like you see in my streams, I just have the camera box and then I have a slight bottom overlay. I forgot I need to put them back, but I have the recent follows list and that's it. I really don't, I want to put a little bit more on the gameplay aspect of it. That's where I
Right.
got my inspiration from, and that's why I have the face cam, just so you could see the emotion, you can see the expressions that I'm doing, and it makes for funny stuff sometimes.
Awesome. And that goes, and actually we can lead into my question, right?
Mhm.
Face cam versus no face cam, right? What do you think is the, so obviously, I'm just gonna throw this out there, right? Having a face cam is better, right? Because you see emotions and things like that. However, there is a rise of a lot of streamers without face cam. Um, what is your take on that? And like seeing all these small streamers get big with no face cam, so no facial expressions, showing no emotions or like facial expressions.
Yeah,
'Cause you can show
uh,
emotions without face.
that is true. A lot of it is a lot of people are like very audio based, so like if you hear them yelling, you hear them being saddened, or you hear a sad voice. I'm trying to. I'm looking at my list right now, and I don't think I follow anybody who doesn't have hams. The only one that does come to mind would be streamer A Sleepy Peach. She's a little bit more on the smaller side, but she's definitely interesting. She's definitely has some fun energy. Um,
Yeah,
what
so streamers like see the end the third. He's now he doesn't use face cam.
see?
Dakota's, I don't know if Dakota's, but he started using no face cam. He's live right now. I'm gonna check if he has a face cam right now. Actually,
Mhm.
okay. See,
uh,
right now he does, but yeah,
right now it does. No, yeah, I know that there's gonna be. I know for some streamers, there's always gonna be the preference for like a no cam option. Like, yeah, I'm pretty much tired, but I kind of want to stream and interact with people, so I'm gonna put on a no cam. But I rarely see that half the time. I know Valkyrie does that with her GTA live streams, the role playing GTA role play.
yeah,
Jericho does it as well sometimes too. He has another version of it, but he does that as well. Other than that, no, not a lot of other people come to mind for like no face cams. I guess technically, since they have like the following or the audience for it, they really don't have to. They could just go ahead and turn it off. You already know what the personality is like, so you're just basically chilling in chat. Um, but it's definitely interesting to see people who don't have face cams building up that audience and just like being themselves, and you just hear them audibly. You're
right,
able to tell when they yell. You're able to tell when they're upset. You're able to tell when they're like super happy and then, like something goes on screen. It's pretty interesting to see how those two mediums collide, because a lot of people, if not the majority of people on Twitch, would technically be using some sort of cam feature. Technically, like VTubing too, you get to see the character itself moving and interacting.
right. Because I think VTubing would be considered face cam, right? In a way.
Question mark?
Question mark. It's kind of weird, right? You still see you still you get the same premise. You still get a reaction, right, out of the character that you're seeing. Uh, kinda.
Yeah, I was about to say definitely kind of, because I know with like Gura, and I guess technically well, I guess yeah, mainly Gura. I'm just gonna use her as a an example point. Like when she like yells, all you see is the character's mouth moving, but when you look at like fan animations or other stuff like that, you actually get to see a little bit more expression.
Yeah. I don't know. VTubing's that weird. That
It's
weird.
in the middle.
That weird middle section. that you go to if you don't want to show your face. I'm assuming, kind of thing.
I was
But
about
you,
to say, and what was your take on it? Because I know in the beginning you didn't have an avatar, but now you do have an avatar.
right. Well, so the to answer my question, right? It's something completely different. I think there's a lot of Twitch streamers, um, with no face cam that are pretty big. I can't name any off the top of my head, but I know a lot of Twitch streamers that have no face cam are the ones with a lot of skill. You know what I mean? And so, like for example, Fortnite. I don't think Booga ever showed his
Ooh.
face, right? Uh, Booga and any major player right now. I don't think they show their face. More so, I think they just show their hands, right? They have a hand cam and not a face cam. And I think that's where the viewership is if you don't have a face cam, honestly. Um it's it's honestly just mostly skill. And I think a lot of people go to streams to look at these top players play. Because sometimes these top players don't have a lot of personality, but they're so damn good that you have to watch it kind of thing. You know what I mean? And it's just that's what it goes to. Now for me, right? I don't have a face cam, but instead, now to answer your actual question, instead, I have this VTuber kind of esque model. You see, right?
That you currently see on screen.
Yeah, but that's my decision towards that is completely separate, right? That's like I just didn't want to show my face. That's the introvert in me coming out. I just not wanting to show my face. But I definitely
Um.
think that you can grow like that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
like we said, it is that perfect midway point. Um, and I mean, you don't get a lot of emotion, facial expression from my character for now, right? Since it's just a PNG that moves whenever I talk. But I mean, something's better than nothing. I always like to think.
Oh yeah. I was about to say as well. It completely crossed my mind, but technically, lyrics probably like one of the, if not one of the most biggest no cam streamers out there. Because technically, that I every time I watch him, I remember when I first followed him. What does this guy look like? I've never seen him like use a cam. He barely uses a cam half the time. So
Yeah.
that's definitely it definitely adds to your point, especially being like the personality wise can really build up an audience, build up the stream.
Oh yeah. Like streaming in general is just so sporadic and so like you can't really pinpoint anything, right? A lot of it is just like a lot of it is just questions, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
it's like, why is this streamer doing good, or why is this streamer doing good? Oh, but this streamer is doing good. Oh, but these kind of clash. And it's like a lot of it just stems from the kind of audience you're getting. And Twitch in a whole and its platform is so huge that like you don't struggle with finding an audience, you know what I mean? Especially if you're a big streamer. So that's like, for example, uh a VTuber's audience is not going to go to, mm, I don't know, Ninja, right?
Ninja.
They're just different kind of audiences that you're shooting for, and that's what's so interesting about Twitch in itself. You know, you have these personalities that all shake things up differently, and people like different things, and it's just really cool to see streamers, uh, just stream in general due to that. If anything I said made sense.
No, yeah, cause like right now I'm looking at the categories. Definitely depending on what you play, you definitely can find yourself an audience there. For example, one of the biggest ones on the platform, the biggest category at least, would be just chatting. Really, just IRL people just talking to the cam, interacting with chat. Even then, you could just have something in the background, and you could still classify as just chatting. And if you know how to interact with the content in front of you, as well as the be engaging with chat, that's pretty much it. Like right now, just chatting, there's over I'm gonna butcher the number, 335,000 people watching just chatting streamers.
Yeah, and just chatting is literally just chatting.
Mm.
Uh, what do you think about it? I mean, people also go to Twitch like from the viewer side. So now we're talking from the viewer side. Since the just chatting section came up, people also go to Twitch just to chat. Quite literally. Uh, you know how streamers they stream, some streamers stream to get some kind of social interaction. Well, chatters also do that too, and that's, I guess that's why just chatting is so big, right?
Yeah.
uh go in and chat with the streamer and get social interaction like that. And now that I think about it, I never thought why just chatting is so big. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, right now I'm taking a look at the list here and I'm just looking like there's gonna be some times where people forget to update the category, like you're just gonna be switching in between games. Right now the biggest ones that I do see that come to mind would be G4 TV. I know that they're gaming related like show. I'm not primarily sure on what they do, but yeah, that's basically it's just a brand just trying to interact with people, interact with creators, and just showcase like people amongst the community. Another one I see here, Code Miko, would she technically be classified as a VTuber? She has the whole suit.
Yeah, so the thing with Code Miko is her her avatar is what I'm gonna call it, right? It's so far ahead of her time, right? It's kind of crazy because the reactions she do are the reactions you see on the avatar, and everything she does is what you see on her avatar. I would almost
Yeah.
classify it as a face, like the same kind of category as a face cam.
Yeah,
It,
but at the same time, I would feel like it would be. Well, that's true, but I don't know if I.
in
Well, yeah,
fact,
technically as a VTuber, because you could see all the expressions that she does
in
because of the
fact,
mocap
I
suit.
I'd go as far as saying she's maybe above a face cam, right? Because she can do things, she can show expressions and do things that you can't do with a face cam. You know,
Showcase movement.
right?
Wow, just like, like yeah, she primarily does like interviews and stuff like that. I haven't watched her recently, but I of course that's how big she is. I just like know who she is.
Yeah.
Um, and she's very famous for that. And her in her mocap suit, creating that Miko character and just interviewing people. Like even so, like podcasts like this and interviews would technically go on the just chatting category.
Technically, yeah. And
Uh,
people would go and listen and just chat. It's kind of
yeah.
crazy how far you can get with just chatting, like literally turning on the stream, talking to people.
Damn, that's wild to think about. I know we mentioned earlier that Twitch is primarily gaming. Regardless, I'm looking at most of the creators here. Like they're still pretty much gamers from time to time. Um, Twitch is a really good platform where just people can go and interact with others. That's pretty cool to see, especially.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of it revolves around gaming, right? Twitch is generally its main aspect is gaming. So if you go to just chatting, sometimes you'll see like what Pokemon card openings and just chatting, and Pokemon in general is a very geeky forward slash gaming kind of thing. So again, it just circles around gaming, right? It's pretty cool. Uh,
Same thing with Sasha Grey. It's good to see that she's doing well and she's on Twitch being active.
oh yeah, 100%.
Uh,
Would love to see that.
yeah.
Love to see
Uh,
Sasha Grey be active. Oh my god.
yep, there's a joke in there somewhere, but we're just gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Um, I don't know. What questions do you have about Twitch? Is there anything that you wanted to go ahead and explore in depth?
Yeah, what do you think? So there's obviously a mindset going into streaming, right? If you're new, you're going into streaming, you have to have some kind of mindset going into it. What do you think is the best way to go about it if you're trying to grow your stream?
The best mindset to go about and stream. Honestly, ever since the very beginning when I found out Twitch was a platform, it kind of goes back to the recent. I only just heard of Twitch when it was transitioning from Justin.tv. And I remember like thinking about it, like being an introvert. I was very much an introvert like back then. Seeing a platform where you could just go live with yourself or playing games, especially at the time, um, just an outlet where you get to like express yourself in front of a different, a bunch of different type of people. I thought it was pretty cool. I really prefer the interesting. I just prefer the aspect of doing it as a hobby because you get to play. You already play games. A lot of people play games by themselves. It's a good pastime just to go ahead and relax. And especially when I first started Twitch, I remember just wanting to play games and showcasing the gameplay because sometimes I think it was I had some pretty good commentary, especially back then, and watching like YouTubers like commentate over games even more. I thought that was like the funnest thing in the world, and I remember just wanting to do that for the longest time, especially. Um, I guess technically mindset wise would be go in it just to have fun and see what you could do. Because a lot of people, and especially nowadays, a lot of people want to take it, turn it into like like a job and so on and so forth. There's no problem with that. Like honestly, if you have the skill for it, go for it. But honestly, just even going into it, just having fun, and then um, possibly making something out of it. Either way, it's such a good vibe just being able to play games, chat with people, and then just if you have a talent, then showcasing that entertaining talent.
Right.
That's kind of like my perspective and why I got into it.
So go into it with the mentality of just having fun.
That's all I do. Is like you're already playing games for fun. Might as well just I'm playing the game now just to like showcase how much fun I'm having.
You see, but now not to get like
Deep deep.
not to get deep and philosophical, right, about everything. But like, let's say you play games just to have fun, right? Naturally, a lot of people play games. Why? To have fun, as their downtime as a hobby, right? And you say, oh, I mean, if you play games to have fun, might as well turn on the stream, right? At that point, do you have expectations, or do you go in with the mindset of like, I'm just gonna turn this thing on, like, and see what happens? You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's a good one. At least for myself, I just kind of turn it on and just see let's what and just see what happens. Because honestly, I know, especially nowadays, you would I think we talked about it like slightly previously, but in order to like grow a little bit, you would want to network a little bit, like not only promote yourself, but working with other people, so you get to like grow each other. So I really haven't been doing that recently as much as I would like to. Um, I I just see myself getting busy, and I just prefer enjoy playing the games myself and just like interacting. It's fun when I interact with like you guys, with the COD group and all, and some other friendos. But that's it's kind of borderline getting unsafe sometimes. So I really not prefer to stream it. So
Oh yeah, that's
yes.
why I got my schedule, dog. You know, I ain't.
Yeah, so I basically just kind of kept it as a point where, yeah, I'm just enjoying myself playing some games, and then if anybody wants to tune in, then go ahead and tune in. It's just a nice place so you can vibe and just be free, be each other, chat a little bit if you want to talk.
Yeah,
That's my take of it, of course.
yeah, because it could go. I mean, it can go however you wish, right?
Yeah,
It's just
especially.
like, for example, on my perspective, on my spectrum, right? It's a something that I would like it to expand in the future, right? Something to grow on the platform and grow in general. So I take it a little bit more on the serious side. However, the up on the upside to it, right? Even though I do take it on the serious side and I do hope for growth, I do have fun with it, right? It's not like I'm forcing myself to do it. It's something that's fun, uh, and I don't have expectations either. I'm assuming, right? If you go into streaming in general with expectations, then it's just not gonna be well for you, right? Because like you said, streaming is one of those things where you do it, you turn it on, you have fun with it, and if you don't
Yeah.
do it, then I think it's gonna be rough. If you don't have fun with it, then I think it's gonna be rough for you.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was about to say because a lot of people. I guess a lot of people would like to hear like a nice, fun personality. Like, I'm looking. If I take a look at Pokimane, she has a nice, cheerful personality. You look at Summit, a really good gamer. He's like showcasing his skill. Like that's pretty good, and so on and so forth. And then if you don't go in it either to have fun or to showcase a skill and like stuff like that, you're gonna notice that your audience is not going to enjoy their time there. Like this person's not interacting with me, or this person is not providing like good enough gameplay. So it's like, why bother staying? So let's go ahead and check out somebody else.
Right.
And that in turn like kind of takes a while. Like you don't they don't say anything, but at the same time you notice that it's there.
Right, because
Like what else do I provide?
you can tell when someone's having fun. You can just tell in the personality wise.
Yeah.
You know.
I
Mm.
guess I kind of turned kind of translate into like the face cams. Like if you see somebody having fun, it's like, oh shit, this dude looks like he's having a blast. Let's go ahead and stick around. If you see some dude like just I don't know, like scrunched over or like not enjoying himself, like drunk. I think there's like sometimes like people were drunk and they literally got banned because they were drinking on cam. You see stuff like that and it's like, what's going on? I don't think I'm gonna watch this.
Or it's like whenever you tune into a streamer and they're on their phone. I think that's like the most triggering thing for me. It's like, get off your phone. Like you're streaming.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I understand that you're gonna be like, you gotta check your phone to see, like, right now I'm checking it just to make sure that everything's all right. Chat's blowing up right now. I just see a bunch of messages, but it's not the priority right now. Like, right now we're in the mindset of doing something, and well, we're doing it. We're rocking and rolling. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be glued to my device. I have plenty of time. Like, right before bed, I'm gonna be scrolling through TikTok for like 5 hours before you sleep. That's
Right.
the time when to do it. That's the time I'm gonna do it at that point.
Right before bed, that's when you're on your phone. That's not when you're streaming or playing a game. When you're playing
Oh,
a game, your main aspect is to play the game, not to be on your phone.
exactly.
Because then you look like you're not having fun. Like there's a separate device distracting you from what's supposed to be fun, and
Mhm.
I think that drives away viewership and you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, not being active and engaging. You're just kind of being there. Like, why'd you click that follow button? We literally said this right before we started. It's like, oh yeah, when you start streaming, it says, "Are you sure you want to go live?" Well, damn, yeah, I'm gonna want to go live. Press the button. Let's go.
Yeah, well,
I'm
why
live.
why click the start streaming button if all you're gonna do is just be on your phone?
Twice. Yeah. This kind of ties into what we minorly discussed in the past. I know we kind of discuss it with like Milo and Bro Twin sometimes. Viewership and like the number count. I know I don't have it on um ever since like what 2 or 3 years ago. I remember just, I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm having fun doing this. I love just playing games and showcasing it. I wasn't as consistent as I was back then, but I remember just turning it off and not worrying about it.
Oh yeah. I always recommend this to small streamers that want to grow because there's a difference between small streamers that stream just to stream and small streamers that stream to want to grow, right? So what I always say, turn off that viewer count. Why?
Turn it off.
Because that viewer count is literally the source to your negative mentality that you have. Because you're going to have some negative days, right? You're going to have bad days. Because you're going to go from a stream where you get one viewer, right, to a stream where you get nothing. Nightbot is your only homie, and that's all you're going to see. And
Nightbot is chilling with you, and that's it.
seeing that whole zero on your stream is literally going to affect your mind, and you're not going to be you. You know what I mean? I think streaming without looking at a viewer count is, as a small streamer, the way to go. However, on the opposite side of the spectrum, if you're a huge streamer and you know you're gonna get like 100 plus viewers already, then by all means, keep that viewer count up. You wanna see your increase. But that's my take on it, right? If you're a small streamer, do not turn on the viewer count, please. It's so bad.
Oh yeah. There's some other streamers that I looked at from time to time too. How they let Chad audibly know like, yeah, I don't have the number count on. Especially like Jericho that I watch. that I said that I watch a lot. He lets me know it's like, yeah, he turns it off. Like basically, he's just chilling with a bunch of people. But who else? I don't think Pokemon will.
I'm not
Um,
sure.
yeah, because technically, like if you're in the middle, like you're already fine where you're at. Like go on, go play your games. You know you're already rocking and rolling a little bit. You're fine. Just chatting and being fun, being entertaining. You know.
Right.
No, that was the end of mine.
Oh, oh, I thought you had more to say. So I was like, all right, go on.
you know. No,
uh,
but yeah, that's basically that was my take on it. Just yeah, don't keep it on. Just keep yourself safe. If you like streaming as a whole, turn it off and be on the safe side. It's good for your mental health.
it helps you grow. It really does just help you grow overall. I
Yeah,
noticed
because
it. I
you
noticed
just
it.
you focus on just content.
Yeah. Uh,
Produce what's in front of you.
so, I guess I have one last question that I can think of off the top of my head, and it's more of a personal question, right? What is whenever you're streaming, right? Whenever Adam is streaming, I want to know your goal. I want to know what you think of your current status of streaming is, and I want to know the kind of work you put in for this for streaming.
Uh, okay. So damn, we're getting deep Pisha.
Deep
what was
disputes.
the, what were those three main topics that you said? So it was goal,
Your goal, your final goal,
final goal.
your where you are now, where you think you are now,
Yeah, where I'm at now.
right? And the work you put in to your stream so far,
The work you
and where
put
you
in,
think you should be.
where it should be. Alrighty. So starting off with the last two, where I am now, where I think I should be. Same thing with how much work I'm putting into it. I definitely I definitely put in some moderate work just because I was definitely interested in like putting on a performance. I have some like videos that I use uh, as like when I break. So when I have to go to the restroom, I have like small videos that play just to like have some fun while I'm gone for a second. Better than running an ad. I
Right.
usually don't try to run those. But as far as where I should be, I'm chilling where I'm at right now. Like I'll go live sometimes just to play games and chill out. Like every time when I play Minecraft, when I used to play Minecraft and stream it late at night, I didn't do it for anything else. I just put on my music playlist. I'm playing the game. And some people in chat wanted them to talk, and it's like, fuck yeah, bro. We're literally vibing together. And it's such a good time and just it's almost like relaxing at that point. It's relaxing with extra steps.
Right.
Um,
So does your chat interaction and viewer count not really you don't care about it that much? For you it's just playing the game.
uh, there's some valid statement. There's some validity in that statement. I really don't care if it's just myself, but if somebody does come into my chat trying to interact, by all means, I would go forth in that conversation just because well, first of all, you clicked into my stream to chat. Like honestly, I'll give you my attention. Here's that attention you wanted. I'll do it. But it's honestly cool just talking to another person just to have fun with. Like you're already having fun and vibing. If somebody's gonna come in and chat, like hell yeah, bro, let's chat for a bit. That's my take on it. If there's nobody, yeah, I'm not gonna focus on it. But if there is somebody, well, take my attention, bro. You got it, 100%.
Right. As any streamer that hits start stream should.
As you should. What
Okay.
about
Well,
oh
what about your work that you put into the stream? You said you have like this whole video that plays whenever you need to use a restroom such as that acts like a BRB screen.
hmm.
Uh what else do you put into it? What do you think? You know what I mean?
I definitely put, I guess, a mix of light to moderate amount of work, cause I will work on the videos myself. Like, there's some that I rip off of YouTube, of course, and just like upload it or add it with credit, of course. And then other times I'll just be like, well, yeah, I just let's go ahead and stream for today. want to get some clips out for like TikTok. I want to try to like record some personal stuff, just so I could edit. Work on my editing because I'm definitely interested in that like media aspect of it. So I definitely take that time just to go ahead and put in that work, just so I'm able to not only learn for myself, but like, hey, while I'm live, oh, I can definitely do this after. I can try to use some of this for this, and just like keep it together as a whole. As for a goal, I really don't have a goal with it. Like if something happens, happens. I'm not forcing anything. Just playing games, like showcasing it. I know Jay sometimes likes to put me on and just like have in the background. So honestly, I guess technically that would be my goal. Like just something you can put on the background and relax to. If you want to interact, feel free to interact.
Nice, awesome. That's good to hear. It's always good to have a goal and to know where you stand.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's better to be self-aware than rather be ignorant to what you're doing.
right, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna setting yourself up for failure. Sorry to tell you that.
yeah. So I was about to say, what about you, Alex? You have recently introduced your TikTok, which, by the way, I saw your TikTok of the how you, when you hydrate. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, the
Just like
hydrate
a,
TikTok. Did you?
how to hydrate and just like slurp. Like, yeah, I'm doing it. You're giving me your channel points. I'm doing it. But yeah, you introduced your character, and then of course, you started your TikTok. Like, how do you think you're doing? Like, what is your end game for all of this?
I mean, my whole end game. I want to grow a community, right? A large community. I want to grow big. That is my end game in general. I know it's very vague, right? Grow big, but essentially that's what I want to do, right? Uh, I want to be known in a way for my personality more so than anything. And I guess just that's what I want. I want to grow a community because me myself, I'm an introvert, right? I don't get that social interaction. A lot of the interaction I get is from other communities and things like that. And honestly, I just want people to enjoy, enjoy themselves and have a feel like they have a safe spot in where I am. And that's my overall goal. So it's like a safe spot in where I am, is what I mean. A safe spot with my community. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Um, so that's my end goal. Just to grow a big community, a big happy family is what I'm gonna call it. uh,
Big happy found.
yeah, might seem cheesy, but yeah, that's my overall end goal. If that was, I think that's what you had asked me, right?
Oh yeah. And I was about to say as well, like, what else were you planning, or how much work you're putting into it? Because I know you recently, well, it's not recent, but it has been a while, but it's technically still recent. Your debut of your avatar. So, how was that process like, and your decision for it?
Oh, I haven't even debuted my actual avatar yet, which is in the process of making right now,
Ooh,
actually.
ooh,
Um,
okay.
this avatar is just so
A
the
placeholder.
yeah, the one you're seeing right now is a placeholder, right? It's gonna be the same general character, but it's not gonna be the whole VTuber movement kind of thing, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna be animated, it's gonna be a whole thing. But I haven't even done that, so that's a lot of coolness going on in the background that I'm not gonna get into. Any work I've done, just so before to talk about my past in streaming, like I would just
Mm.
stream just because I was really good at a game, and I was like, oh, if I'm really good at this game, people will watch me. And it was like at the point where it was like, whatever. It got boring, and so just recently is when I started to get really into it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put in a lot of work. And naturally myself, I don't got a lot of money, right? So everything everything you see on my stream, if you ever do tune in, right, it's all made by me. Everything I do is made by me. uh I go into like Photoshop. I had to learn Photoshop myself, and work on my starting layout, my VIB layout, my ending layout, my game layout, other game layout, how my character is, what you see on screen. Everything I do, everything that you see on screen, in my streams is work that I did. Uh, so I think I put in, I'm gonna say like medium amounts of work, right? Because I could obviously put in a lot more, and that's what I'm trying to do today. I have a to-do list of things to do that I'm just slowing down for a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
I was about to say, on contrary, I think you're doing a lot because I know for a lot of big personnel and well, a lot of people in general, they get it custom made themselves because like they have a certain vision, they work with people on how they want it done, and like so on and so forth. But you took the initiative yourself and like you learned yourself and you made it yourself. Like honestly, I don't think I would be able to sit in a photo through a Photoshop video and then trying to mimic that like uh I think I have before and it's like not the best of time. So
yeah, I mean
I think you're doing quite well.
thanks. That's also that's good to hear. I guess I just a little bit of work that I put into showing. Um, but yeah, honestly, it's a lot of work that I've been putting in just because I like I my prophecy right behind streaming is if I'm streaming, then I want it to be as best quality as I can make it at this current moment with what I have. You know what I mean? Uh,
How does that quote go? I forgot what the quote. I'm gonna butcher the quote, but it's like it's how much work you're putting in is how much you're gonna get out of it.
exactly. It's that kind of thing, and of course people have what they have, right? So like some people have amazing PCs and they can get a lot of things out of it. However, I like for me example, I don't have a lot of good things. I don't have a lot of money to put into my brand. However, what I do have is a lot of self like this self want to get better. So
A
instead of
drive.
the drive, I have this drive to want to get better, this drive to want to entertain and just to build this community, and that in itself I think is worth more than money. uh because like I can still do everything these big streamers are doing, right? But except
Mm,
I have to put in the work like
yeah.
myself. I think that's just something I personally stand by, and I just want my stream to be as best as possible and nothing under.
Yeah.
That's where I
That's what I
stand.
like to do. That's what I like to hear. That's the boy. Yeah.
However,
Look.
I do think where I stand is actually a pretty good spot because I just started streaming, right? And
Mm.
already I get average 2, 3 viewers and peak like 8 every stream. Uh, so I mean, I think that's pretty okay where I am.
Oh yeah, and then being consistent at it too. Like I remember back then hearing all the time, well, if you want to do something, just be consistent at it too.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to do something, be consistent. That's just general advice for anything, not just streaming.
Hmm.
When you think about it, like for example, football players, if you want to be good at football, do it consistently.
You want to lose weight, go to the gym consistently.
Yeah, exactly. Everything you want, and you see people achieve because the people that do achieve are the people that do it consistently. Because it's not easy to do something consistently, no matter what it is. Like it's not easy to get out of bed at 8 a.m. every morning or like at 6 a.m. every morning
Uh,
to go to work. But I mean, you do it consistently, you're gonna get something out of it.
you mentioned 6 a.m. and immediately made me tired.
Oh, today I've been really tired. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the weather outside. It's so hot. I think it's just draining my whole energy.
I was about to say I came from San Antonio. It kind of rained a little bit, so I kind of made me a little bit drowsy coming to. Well, I guess it being so like rainy and like cloudy. Like, it's kind of moody to like bright and sunny. It's like, yeah, I just want to stay inside. I don't want to deal with this heat.
Yeah, I
But
totally get that.
God, that's living in Texas. Be like, oh, well, damn.
Honestly, you look out one window from the south side of your house and there's clouds in the sky. You look out the north window at the window from the north side of your house and it's like light sky. You see no clouds kind of thing. Literally, Texas has the most crazy weather out there. I think I've seen.
on, on God, bro. It's such a big ass state. For what reason?
And
other than we bought shit.
it's so normal too. Like it's become normalized. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's definitely normalized. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like we're already at the hour mark. Did you have any other questions? Any other things you wanted to go ahead and explore in depth? Because that's all I got for myself.
I mean, off the top of my head, no. I don't have any other questions about streaming. This kind of episode is just
A little bit more of an impromptu discussion,
yeah.
because we are definitely, I guess, in that sort of aspect of streaming, but we still got much to learn, and well, that's what we are. No prior knowledge. We got so much to learn. There's other knowledge that we don't know. Hopefully, we can get some insight from better personnel in the future. You never know.
Oh yeah. 100%. That'll be. I wish we got someone on for that
Can
to
we
get
get
a.
can we get Jeff Bezos on?
Let's get Jeff Bezos. That'd
He
be cool.
runs Amazon Twitch/Twitch now. Fuck it.
He does, right?
And he's recently divorced, so I'm pretty sure he has the free
Oh
time.
my god.
This dude has all the free time in the world and making money. What else do you got to lose? Jeff Bezos, if you want to come on the podcast, let me know. Shoot me a DM on Twitter. If you guys want to go ahead and follow our personnels, my personnel is twitter.com/Mista_Adam.
My personnel is twitter.com/Weiss_AD1. There's a little
One.
one at the end because Weiss_AD was some reason taken. I
For
have
some reason, somebody took it before me. Fuck those guys.
yeah, I have no idea who would take Weiss_AD, but I mean
It is what it
it
is.
is what it is.
It,
Weiss_81.
If you also want to go ahead and check out more of our content, we did mention we're on Twitch. Vice more consistent me, Alex. You can go ahead and link yours first.
My Twitch. You can check me out on twitch.tv/Weiss_AD. Not the one. Do not add a one. Weiss_AD. Live every. I'm live every Monday through Friday, every day. Around 6 to 12 p.m. I stream for 6 hours. You can check me out there. I stream Final Fantasy 14 and Genshin Impact. Those two games have me hooked right now. That's what I do. Go ahead, check it
If you
out.
want
Stop by,
to,
say hi.
sure. And if you want to see subpar COD gameplay with friendos or just random bullshittery, you can find me at twitch.tv/dark_clockwork. Not as consistent as my boy Vice here, but if you want to go ahead and follow me both there and on Twitter, you can go ahead and keep up to date of when I'll be doing stuff. But regardless, every time we go live, yeah, regardless if it's either one of us, we're always just having fun.
Right, and of course the links will be down in the description for your ease of access if you're watching this on YouTube, of course. So go ahead, go down the description, just click on one of the links, and you'll find us. Along with the No Prior Knowledge podcast Twitter page, you'll see that down there as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, that'll be it for us. Thank you all again for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next
All right,
time.
I'll thank y'all later.
Bye
Catch you
bye.
later. Bye.
Default dances.
Default. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da.